Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in today's episode of The Hypnotist, you'll be listening to another random hypnosis session, but whereas previous hypnosis sessions have started with a random location in the world based on the random destination generator called Earth Roulette, this is actually going to start off with a dream symbol generator. So effectively, there will be 3 symbols in dreams that are randomly generated, plus 2 emotions and 3 nouns, and I will use those as ingredients to create a hypnosis session. So I can't really tell you what this hypnosis session is going to be about because I don't know yet, because I haven't actually generated the dream symbols or the emotions or the nouns. So I'm going to do that right now in real time. Those on YouTube can actually see me doing this. And okay, so let's start with the G. This is called generatorfun.com/dream-generator if you want to check this out by yourself. I'm going to have 3 sets of meanings. Click Generate Dreams. Okay, so there are 3 dream meanings here. Animal, baby. So it's saying here, if you see an animal or a baby animal in a dream, it means you're about to face a challenge. Competition. If you see competition in a dream, it means your life is about to turn a corner. And driving out of control, it means difficult times are near. So I'm going to use these symbols. Now, although the dream generator has its own meanings, generally speaking, people will use these symbols to determine their own meanings. So I will use these symbols in the hypnosis session, but you and your unconscious will decide what meaning, if any, they will have for you. We're going to generate 2 emotions. Envy, which is just another way of phrasing jealousy. It's where you're envious, feel like you're missing out perhaps, or jealous of someone else's success or achievement. So envy and melancholy. Now for me, I like the word melancholy because it has a different connotation, I feel, to just sadness and depression. It's more introspective. When people get melancholic, quite often it's not an upbeat, positive vibration, but I think there's real lessons that can be learned when you're in a melancholic state. And then the final section is the random word generator. So we're going to generate 3 nouns, and we have view, injection, and honor. View, injection, and honor. View, obviously what you see. It could be your view of the world, your viewpoint, but equally it could be a scenic view. Injection could mean, in the very literal sense, almost like a syringe being injected into someone, but equally it could be a cash injection or an injection of an energy, for example. And honor, again, multiple meanings there, but you could have doing something honorable is another way, or it could, quite often in the UK legal system, they will call a judge your honour, for example, so a position of authority. So we've got some ingredients to work with here. I have no idea exactly how this hypnosis session is going to go because the recent random ones have started with a destination and this has no destination. We're just using dreams, emotions and nouns to kind of fuse together something. So hopefully this is going to be interesting, useful and beneficial in some way. If you are using this from the point of view of actually experiencing hypnosis, then find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, imagine breathing in a feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, if it's safe to do so, allow your eyelids to close. As you exhale, feelings of tension taking you deeper and deeper relaxed. Continue to breathe in and breathe out, noticing with each and every breath that you're breathing in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And when you exhale, notice that you're just getting more and more relaxed, calm and comfortable, almost like those things that you don't need anymore, like tension and stress, are just leaving your body. And instead, you're becoming more alert, more aware of my voice, but also aware of your body, your breathing, any tension that still remains in any muscles, enabling you to release that tension on the outward breath. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, I want you to get a sense of the power of the mind to take you on a journey. When some people think about dreams, they think about being in really deep sleep. Some people call dreams that REM sleep, where if you're watching someone in a dream, quite often their body's moving like they're living that dream. Sometimes their eyes flicker and move, almost like they're making pictures in their mind's eye, but feel like they're experiencing something almost like with a VR headset. But it doesn't have to be the case that you're in a deep sleep to use that part of your imagination. Isn't it the case where every now and then we can just daydream? We defocus our eyes, get lost in a world of our own, and we can create intricate, well thought out scenarios effortlessly. We don't do it consciously. It's almost like there's a part of your mind that knows how to create an internal experience. And I want you to imagine that you are in one of those dreams, and in one of those dreams you're driving. Maybe a car, maybe a bus, perhaps even a train. But I want you to get a sense that while you're driving, that you're not fully in control. It may be that the brakes don't work, or the steering is loose, and as you steer, the vehicle doesn't go exactly where you want it to go. I want you to get a sense that you are out of control. And notice how that makes you feel. Do you feel excited or perhaps anxious? And I wonder, where else in your life you have a similar sensation? Because in many parts of your life, you're not fully in control. And sometimes we see other lives, perhaps through social media or people we know. And sometimes it's easy to perceive that everyone else is fully in control except us. And sometimes that can create a feeling of envy. Why can't we be in control just like everyone else seems to be? But in most cases, those people that seem like they're in control are a bit more like a swan. On the surface of that lake, everything looks smooth and calm. Yet underneath the surface of the water, their legs are furiously paddling, forcing huge amounts of water beneath the surface to move forwards or to the side. And yet on the surface they look elegant, smooth, like they're completely in control. As it is with your competition, whatever you perceive that to mean. Perhaps a rival in your career, your industry, a business competitor. Isn't it the case that you can look through the lens of reality and perceive them to be so in control that your view on them is that they have everything worked out, whereas you are jumping from crisis to crisis, learning as you go along? Sometimes it can feel that in this big, huge world with all the potential threats and dangers, sometimes it can feel like you're a baby animal, vulnerable, in need of protection, support, guidance. But just remember that every baby animal has to go through that period of figuring things out, figuring out what it means to not be in control, but more importantly, learn from those setbacks. A baby bird doesn't know how to fly. A baby lion doesn't know how to hunt. All of these baby animals are making it up as they go along. And isn't it interesting that many baby animals learn their best lessons through play? Play fighting, hunting for small things. And I wonder what you could learn through play that could help you to face a challenge on your horizon. Because control is an interesting idea. Too much control is out of control. Those people that try and control everything sometimes are the most unhappiest. And it's only when they sidestep that unhappiness, that sadness, into the more useful state of melancholy. And if you were thinking of melancholy as a hybrid of two different emotions, I would say that one circle could represent sadness, and the other circle could represent quiet reflection or introspection. And that tiny bit where sadness overlaps with introspection and reflection is probably a useful way of thinking of melancholy. Yes, you may be sad and not focusing too much on the positives, but sometimes the treasure is in the dirt. Sometimes the wisdom is in the hurt. Those experiences that maybe aren't so good, that may be painful, that you need to filter through to view them in a different way. And then to take whatever that wisdom is that you learn from that moment, that experience, and inject that into your present and your future so that it can inoculate you against future sadness. They say insanity is doing the same things and getting different or expecting different results. But if you can inject wisdom that comes from melancholy, from the past, and then take it into your present and future, doesn't it increase the possibility of being more in control by learning the patterns of the past, so that when things happen, even if you're not in control, you're able to respond to those situations differently or more effectively. As you get a sense of your life, I want you to wonder what it would be like to live an honourable life. There are shortcuts. There are ways that you can get ahead by cheating or lying. But what if you could do it all with integrity? Wouldn't that give you a feeling of being honourable, having that honour, of knowing that whatever you achieve has been earned, not given? That you succeeded through the lessons that you learned. And given the choice, if you could just have it all handed to you on a plate, have everything controlled in such a way that you were guaranteed to win, would you even really want to play that game? Surely it's the possibility of losing that makes victories so valuable. It's the fact that things can be hard that makes them worthwhile. And I want you to get a sense, as you inject the wisdom from your past into your present and future, that you can transition from that melancholic viewpoint to a natural, more optimistic viewpoint, knowing that you're willing to pursue worthy, meaningful goals, but in a way that you accept there are many things you can't control. You accept there's an element of luck in this whole game of life. But by not being willing to compromise on your own integrity and values, it means that any success is more valuable. And it gives you the possibility of getting the pride and honour that comes from living a life without compromising your values or your standards. And by doing that, wouldn't that make you the envy of all those that took the shortcuts and took the easy way? As you think back to those dreams you've had or dreams you could have of the future, I want you to get a sense that you're back in that vehicle that you were driving that originally was out of control, and yet now it feels in more control. As you think about what your competition is, you realize that the competition isn't other people, it's yourself. It's becoming a better version of you, more competent, more able. That you've evolved from being that baby animal to perhaps that adolescent animal. Not knowing all the answers yet, but having that fearlessness that comes from being willing to try. I want you to get a sense that control is always just an illusion. There are so many things you can't control. The one thing you do get to control is your response to what happens around you. And by accepting that you can't control everything, but that you can control your thoughts, emotions, and reactions, and ability to learn lessons from previous moments, means that you get to inject wisdom, optimism, and integrity into your future. And then you realize all of this are just thoughts within thoughts, ideas within ideas, dreams within dreams. And actually, you're listening to my voice right now, firmly in the present, in your own physical body. Very soon I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, and you will awaken feeling resourceful, motivated, being able to extract wisdom and life lessons from any melancholic moments you may have. And realizing that envy is just a cousin of inspiration. That anything that anyone else has or could have is also possible for you. Get a sense that you're in your own physical body right now. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. Get a sense that there you are in your own physical body right now as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.
So guys, thanks for watching this episode on YouTube. If you got some value from that, if you liked it, if it helped in any way, please like and subscribe to the show. If you've got any thoughts or feedback in the comments, feel free to put them in there. I read every one and certainly take on board feedback and any thoughts. Obviously, this session is unique in the sense that it was the first random hypnosis that came from symbols within dreams rather than a destination. What did you think about that? Did you like it, prefer it? Or in fact, do you have any other ideas about randomly generated stimulus that could be integrated into future random hypnosis sessions? Drop me a comment with whatever your thoughts are. And thanks again for watching the show. Really appreciate your time, your attention, and any feedback that you're able to give. Take care.